students, very good morning. And in previous video I have explained that chapter 2 whose name is fraction, and in this chapter I have explained the definition of factors and lots of type of friction, just like proper friction, improper friction, unit friction, like and unlike friction. So today we will learn some remaining types of friction, and after completing the definition and concept, I will solve the numerical problems which is based on this chapter. Okay students, so let's start. Next, our next types of friction is equivalent friction. So students, in equivalent friction, you have learned in previous classes that what is equivalent friction, and this chapter is given for your revision purpose. So this is also not a new definition for you. You have learned in previous class. So this is the time which you have to revise. And again, equivalent friction. What is equivalent friction? For example, equal, this word is related to equal word. Equal means all the parts are equal, and equivalent means just like that. Okay student, so this is the basic difference between equal and equivalent. So starting this definition, two or more friction which represent the same part of whole number is called equivalent fraction. And each fraction is equivalent to other. So students, this is the definition of equivalent fraction. When two or more fractions which represent the same part of the whole number, it means if we take a fraction and if we make equivalent fraction of that fraction, then this equivalent fraction is the part of that fraction. For example, equivalent fraction of 4/7 is (8/14), because if we simplify or you have to write if we find if we find 8 upon if we find lowest term if we find lowest term of 8 upon 14, then we will get 4 upon 7. So this is the example of equivalent fraction. 8 upon 14 is an equivalent fraction of 4 upon 7. Why? Because if we simplify, or if we find the lowest term of 8 upon 14, then we will get this fraction. So this shows that 8 upon 14 is the equivalent fraction of 4 upon 7, and lots of there are infinite fraction, equivalent fraction we will make from any other fraction. So this is the concept of equivalent fraction, and this is the example which you have to learn. And moving our next topic, whose name is lowest term of fraction. So you not need to be write the definition of lowest term of the fraction, because the definition of lowest term of the fraction is very easy. Because lowest term of fraction means if we find the SCF of both numerator and denominator is 1, then this is the lowest term of the fraction. So students, for example, 4 upon 7 is the lowest term of the fraction. If we find lowest term of 8 upon 14, then we will get the fraction 4 upon 7. So why 4 upon 7 is the lowest term of 8 upon 14? Because in 4 and 7 there are only one common factor, which is 1. So this is the definition of lowest term of fraction. It means that if we find the lowest term of the fraction, then the common factor of both numerator and denominator is always 1. So this is the definition, and no need to write the definition of lowest term of fraction, because it is very easy definition. So moving our next topic, which is exercise of this chapter, which is based on the concept of fraction and types of fraction. So moving on next segment, but before you have to write this definition in your copy. So pause the video to note it down in your copy or take a screenshot. So students, question number 1 and 2, which is based on fill in the blanks and true false question, which I have told in previous video, and I hope all the question you have finished. So moving our next question, which is based on equivalent fraction, which I have told you earlier. So write 4 equivalent fraction of. It means you have to write only 4 equivalent fraction, because every fraction have infinite number of equivalent fraction. So you have to write only 4 equivalent fraction, and you have to write 4 equivalent fraction for beginning to short number or least number. For example, if you multiply both numerator and denominator by 2, then we will get the first equivalent fraction of 3 upon 4. For example, then we will get 6 upon 8. Second equivalent fraction of 3 upon 4 is 9 upon 12. third equivalent fraction of 3/4 is 12/16, and fourth equivalent fraction so this is the way you have to write all the equivalent fraction by multiplying to both numerator and denominator by 2, 3, 4 or 5 and so on. Okay students, so this is the process how can we find the equivalent fraction of any fraction, and the remaining question you have to solve by yourself. So moving our next topic, next question, fourth question is we have to convert the following improper fraction into mixed fraction. So students, I have told in previous video that what is improper fraction. Improper fraction is the fraction in which the numerator is greater than the denominator. So this is called the improper fraction. And improper fraction is to be changed by mixed fraction, because mixed fraction is the part of proper fraction and whole number. So you have to change the improper fraction into mixed fraction by this process. First one is 13/6. So to change this improper fraction into mixed fraction, you have to divide 6 by 13 this way. So this is your rough part. So no need to write this rough part in your copy. You have to write in rough copy 6 to the 12, and you will get the remainder 1. So the quotient is 2. The quotient is 2 and the remainder is 1. The quotient is 2 and the remainder is 1. So 2 is the whole part. 2 is the whole part, and you have to write 1 as numerator and divisor as denominator. So this is the process how can we change the improper fraction into mixed fraction. This is the process. Now moving on next question, it is 27/8. No need to divide in rough. You have to you will divide by in your mind that if we divide 27 by 8, then 8 3 is 24, then we will get the remainder 3, and 3 is the numerator and 8 is the denominator. So 8 3 is 24, 24 of 3 27. So this is the another answer of this question. So moving on next question, which is arrange the following in ascending order. So before moving, pause the video to note it down in your copy or take a screenshot. So students, this is the another question of which is related to ascending and descending order question, and in this question there are two types of problem. First one is you have to given like fraction, and if you arrange like fraction in ascending or descending order, then it is very easy process how can we arrange. But this method is only useful for only like fraction. So students, be careful which I am deliver the concept of this type of question. There are two types of problem for arranging the fraction into descending order or ascending order, and if you have given like fraction, then this is very easy how can we arrange? First you have to check. You have to check the numerator only. You have to check the numerator only, and here you have to write. You have to arrange descending. Ascending order. You have to arrange this fraction into ascending order from. It means you have to write the fraction from smaller to larger. So here 2 is less than 4 and 4 is less than 6. Hence 2/7 is less than 4/7 and 4/7 is the less than 6/7. So this is the arrangement of this fraction in ascending order. Now question number B, from 1/8, 1/9, 1/7 and 1/6. So students, this is another problem. These are a unit fraction. These are unit fraction. Why? Because 1 is the numerator and in all the fractions, so all the fraction are unit fraction. And when you have given the fraction with same numerator, listen carefully. If you have given the numerator, same, all the numerator are same, then you have to check what is the denominator is greater and which denominator is large and which denominator is small. So student, this denominator is large and this denominator is small, and this denominator is large, so this fraction is small. Listen carefully what I am saying. First step is, if you have given the same numerator in all the fraction, then you have to check which denominator is large and which denominator is small. When the fraction whose denominator is large, then this fraction is very small from all the fraction, and this fraction is greater than all the fraction. So this is the concept for when the numerator is same in all the fraction. So here how can we write in ascending order? 1/9 is very small. After that 1/7 is 1/6. 1/8. 1/8. After that 1/7, and last you have to write 1/6. So this is the concept. How can we arrange any 2 or more fraction in ascending or descending order? So both questions are given, and you no need to write any calculation. This type of fraction is based on only concept. First type is, if you have given all the like fraction, then you have to compare only numerator, and if numerator, after comparing numerator, you have to arrange the fraction in ascending or descending order. And second type is, if you have given the same numerator, then you have to check which fraction have small number and which fraction has large number. The fraction which has large denominator is very small from all the fraction, and the fraction which denominator is small number which is large, which is greater than all the fraction. So this type of question is only based on concept and no need to write any calculation, no need to find any calculation. So pause the video to note it down in your copy. So students, there are another type of fifth C part, and these are all. First one is you have to check which type of fraction are given. All the fraction are unlike fraction because there are no any two denominator are equal to each other. So these are the example of unlike fraction, and in unlike fraction you can't write all the fraction in ascending or descending order without calculation. It means you first of all you have to make all the fraction into like fraction. After that you have to compare or you have to arrange in ascending or descending order. But before which in fifth A and B part, which I have told in previous section, all the type of question, there are only these questions are totally based on concept, not calculation. But these questions are based on only calculation, because first of all you have to make into like fraction. After that you have to arrange. So student, first, what is the step to make like fraction? First of all you have to take LCM. This is the first step. Taking LCM of taking LCM of 5, 6, 8 and 9. And students, listen carefully. This is your part of calculation. So there is you have no need to write this part in your rough part, because this is the part of your calculation. So you have to write in the solution of this question. Okay students, 5, 6, 8, 9. First of all you have to divide by all the numbers by 2. Again now you have to divide by 3. 1, 1, 3, 3, 5, 1, 1 and 3. Sorry, 1. So students, LCM of all the number is 2 into 2 into 2 multiply by 3, 3 into 5, and we will get 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 24, 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 24, and 3 5 to 15. And 60. So students, this is the LCM of 5, 6, 8, 9. Now in second step you have to change all the denominator by 360. So this is the step you have to apply, and these steps you have to apply by equivalent fraction. It means you have to change the denominator by this 360, or you have to say that you are you have to change this fraction into equivalent fraction whose denominator is 360. Okay students, now 1 upon 5 can be written as 1 into 5. You have to divide 360 by 5. 5 7 35. 1 5 2 20. 72. If you multiply 5 by 72, then we will get the denominator 360. Now you have to apply all these methods in 1 by 1 fraction. 6 6 36. 5 into 60 upon 6 into 60. 5 6 30. And the next one is 7 upon 8. Now 7 into 45, because 45 into 8, 8 5 ja 40, 4 carry 8 4 ja 32, and 4 360. But if you multiply 7 by 45, then we will get 7 5 ja 35, 3 carry 7 4 ja 28, and 3 331. 7 5 ja 25, 2 carry, and 7 4 ja 28, 30. So students, here are some correction. If you multiply 7 by 55, then we will get 315. Now next one is 8 upon 9. 8 into 9 4 ja 36, then 9 into 40. 8 4 ja 22, and 9 4 ja 36. Now student, look carefully. All the fraction has same denominator, 360 here, 360 here, 360 here, and 360 here. So it is very easy to compare the numerator, because all the fraction is become equivalent fraction. So here you have to arrange in ascending order. So find the numerator which is small to all the fraction, and which is this fraction 72 upon 360. Now since 72 upon 360 is less than, which one is 300? 300 upon 360, and this fraction is less than 315 upon 360, and also this fraction is less than 320 upon 360. So students, this is not your problem. This is these are all equivalent fraction of all these fractions. So first of all, after comparing, you have to write the original fraction in ascending order. That is this is the equivalent fraction of this fraction. So you have to write 1 upon 5. Second is 5 upon 6. Third one is 7 upon 8, and fourth one is 8 upon 9. Answer. So students, this is the process how can arrange all the fraction into ascending or descending order. And today I hope all the concept and number problem which I have given you understand carefully, and I hope that you are all will practice all the remaining question. In question number 6 is based on descending order, so apply all the method which I have given, and this is so today is completing the study session, and next video I will solve the numerical problem of the numerical problem of this remaining question. Thank you very much.